seed, the Michigan Wolverines. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl trip. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Haynes. Turning it on. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments. And those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. Can't put that one on the offensive line. That's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
Snowed under by the defense. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced a field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Razorbacks offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. He'll run it again. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down coming up. Jackson gonna throw it. Gonna try to pop one on the screen. After 45 on his way. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first, that's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Jackson will throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Keene. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab, it's Haynes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Release to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. A low line drive and not his best work. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period, first down here. On the run, it's Marshall. Fights off the defender. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there, this guy should be an impact player day one.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On the move. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And this one is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the running back. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Now, I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the...
He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. To throw, it's Underwood. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's McCulley. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Simpson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push the guy backwards and make some holes?
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Blasted as he lets it go.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kick is in the air. He'll take it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over of football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough and physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Jackson gonna throw it. Got it set up on the outside. Crosses the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Green.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Anthony. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. Buys a little extra time. Headed to the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on 3rd down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some designed QB runs or give him a run-pass option on the perimeter. See if he can punch it in after that big gain.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Motion from the back. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Green. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. Fourth and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. So here comes the Michigan offense.
great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll knock him down for a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
To the air, it's Underwood. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. He takes it at the 45. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on fourth and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
He slings it deep to the left. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
High the chains now on second and long. He'll do it himself. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. Another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Right on target this time.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Wolverines come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. On the run, fires downfield. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anthony. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Sends it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bold victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time, and that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Jackson will throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged in the middle. It's Hill.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Catch in the middle. It's Klein. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play there.
To the air, it's Underwood. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right upright and through. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped it. Team. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. By himself, he makes the grab. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now improvising. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast to come away with it.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Just feeds the running back. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a crease, it's Haynes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Going for 6. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Razorbacks are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going for it all. Touchdown, Arkansas! The offense cashing it in on that drive. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Keene. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll heave it deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Finds a tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Jackson will throw. He's got the back in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming. After getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Catch in the middle, it's Klein. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Makes the grab over the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Slants are very tough to cut, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him somewhat.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it, let
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Jackson gonna throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that 1st down. Nice job, great nose for the 1st down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He's going for a big play downfield. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? From the gun, the give, looking for room. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
He'll be stopped short. Still a 1-point game here in the fourth. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Wolverines! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Jackson will throw. Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a bit.
Hauls it in the 1st down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going up top again. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put it in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Using his legs, it's Haynes. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Stopped in the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good from 58 yards out.
You know, it's funny, in an age when there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the moment. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Jackson going to throw it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up. You feel really.
He's looking deep. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Well, after back-to-back